Hello, everybody. This is Eliz-sha from wisdomseekers.net for April 19th to the 25th, 2020 air, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. And the first card I pulled was, I can't remember which one, but I think it was trust. And so right now that's a lot of ask. But personally, when I say trust, I'm asking you only to trust yourself. And if it feels right, then you go from there. And, but trust that you're getting the right answer. Trust that it feels right. Trust is very, very important right now. A tiny example is I wear these particular kinds of t-shirts. And my daughter has one, and my daughter's a lot tinier than I am. And sometimes our clothes get mixed up. I looked at it, and I felt it was not the right t-shirt. And as I looked at it, I realized more and more it definitely was not the right t-shirt. But my first reaction was I trusted myself that it was not the right t-shirt. Very tiny example, but it's the tiny things are as important as the big things. All right, and the top one is Six of Wands. Six of Wands is this is the base card, and it's a good card. It's having put in the effort, you're going to reap the rewards. And reaping the rewards, and not only are you reaping the rewards, you're pleased about reaping the rewards, and that's exciting. If anybody knows anything about horses or race horsing or anything like that, it's a lot of work. And the horses do it because they love it. If you don't have a horse that loves to run, it's not going to run. You're not going to waste your time on a horse that doesn't want to run. So especially the good people, they will look after their horses to the best of their abilities, and their partners. They feed them well if they're good. And there's always fly by night. They're always going to have fly by night. But the big ones, the big trainers, they treat their horses well. And if you could see the card really close, you could see that both the horse and the rider are very pleased with themselves. And that is the important part of what we're talking about right now. We're very pleased with what we're doing, what we're discovering, what we're owning. And the card that covers it is quite an amazing card. Magician. The magician is somebody who brings energy in from outside and changes it and shifts it and makes it work, goes with the flow to help it work, but they acknowledge that it's there. They acknowledge how it should work, and they work with it. All right. And they take from above and bring it down into where we are, and they amalgamate it and put it into the society. And that's what we're doing right now, air especially. What's behind us? The Two of Wands, and it's the knowledge that it's time to shift and change. It's time to find a new perspective. It's time to find a more magical time in our lives, in the world events. But specifically within ourselves, we are, without a doubt, in a time of change. And everybody who's on here probably knows what you think is going to manifest. So we need to, and I don't like the word need, but it is to our benefit to think positive thoughts. It's to our benefit to think of freedom of thought, freedom of expression, freedom to be who we are more than anything. And what's just below us, the Ace of Swords, would be shifting and changing. It's a deep change. It comes from the deep subconscious level change. And will it be a lot of work? I'm going to read the next two cards together. Will it be a lot of work? Yes. Nothing comes, because we have thought it this way, nothing becomes easy to us. If we worked at with, we thought, well, life is easy and life, you don't have to work hard to achieve, then we wouldn't have to work hard to achieve. But as a world, we have got this idea we have to work hard to get what we want. So at this moment, that is what we're doing. But what I'm going to read on top of it is the Lovers. And the Lovers is all about loving, and it goes with the trust, right? If you trust yourself, you love yourself. And the more you love yourself, the more things are going to shift and change and become what you want in your life. And does that sound like sound strange and like, well, I love myself? Well, do you have that mind chatter in your head, and when you do something and it's not right, you go, oh, damn fool person, why did I do that? Then you don't love yourself enough. No mind chatter. Your mind chatter is, I dropped that. Interesting. I'll pick it up and move on. That is loving yourself. And do you fall in love with a guy, and whether he treats you like gold, if he treats you like gold and you love him, then you love yourself. If he treats you like crap and you still love him, you don't love yourself. And that's not a debatable question. All right. The truth is, you can love somebody, but they're not good for you. You love yourself enough, you walk away. And then, since I'm reading two for everything, I'm going to read the next one with two. It doesn't require it, but it's okay. The Wheel of Fortune. We've been getting that for months and months and months. That the Wheel of Fortune is the ending and uprising or lifting up of who we are. And that is something that has been ongoing. Some people have already done it. Some people are in the process of doing it. Some people are going to do it. None of us are exactly on the same timeline, and that's perfectly all right. 10 of Cups, it goes with it, and that's opening up to a very, very mature form of joy and happiness. So what supports us? And by the way, that's 1, 2, 3 major arcana, now 5. Because what supports us. So this is an extremely important week for air. It's the world. And we do know that the world, us staying home in quarantine, for some reason connects us to the entire world. We are all one in this. And that we're giving a lot of energy into what we're doing. Some of us are fretting and frustrated and cannot handle it. Others of us are sitting back and going, oh, this is great. I really love not having to meet the expectations of the world. But regardless, we're all thinking about the same thing. We're all putting energy into the same thing. And it happens to encircle the globe, which is the goddess, the earth goddess, Gaia, whatever you want to call her. We're creating a positive energy. See around the earth energy, you see the white, blue energy encircling the globe. We're doing that. We're creating a cohesive togetherness. And what's that going to do? It has a lot to do with the Wheel of Fortune moving up. We personally are going to become the high priestess. We're going to see things from a point of clarity that we've never seen before. And it will bring, and seeing things with clarity does bring a happiness and joy. We have tremendous amount of support from angels, guides, and in many cases, people here on earth. And it is time for us to see the beauty around us. It's time for us to, well, there's a money card. It's a princess, but she surrounds herself with money, our beauty. And so instead of money, we're going to call it abundance. because money is a learned reward. It is not a primary reward. Food, water is a primary reward. So money is a learned reward. So we're going to call it abundance, and we're going to attract abundance to us. And will it be what we think it will be? You want a beautiful vehicle? It may be a beautiful vehicle, but it may not run on gas. It may run on electricity. It may run on something that's alternate fuel that will probably come shortly. It will make the earth, it will help the earth grow and become more. And each time the earth grows and becomes more, it's better for us personally, because when she's in a state of abundance, you receive. And I'm going to stop there because it's just starting to repeat itself. Your guides are there to help and support and transmute all the old energy, etc., etc. And but basically, this is a week of transformation. This is a week where you need to trust yourself more than you've ever trusted yourself. Okay, trust. And the result will be, and this is all through the reading, you will receive a well-deserved reward. So make sure your reward is magnificent, magnanimous, and joyful. Because rewards, you will receive your reward will depend on how you feel and how you think. So think fabulous. All right. Hi, everybody.
Moonfeather starts us off with, hi, ladies. How are you both feeling?
Oh, we're doing really well, actually. And thank you for asking.
Mama B asks, hello, ladies. Is Mike trying to use me for money?
Who? Mama
Mike
B?
trying to use
Mama
me for
B?
money. Mama B.
I would kind of think that maybe yes, that you would really want to. You really want to be very careful of this guy. He feels, you mentioned a few times, and he does feel kind of fly by night, a little selfish. It might be that he's simply immature, but I'm going to go out on a limb, and I'm going to say something that you didn't ask. It's time to value yourself, think and feel about you. Well, worry about what you think and feel about yourself, because that is the key to living the life you deserve. And you deserve a much nicer life than you allow yourself. And yes, I sound like a broken record, but I also happen to be right. Okay.
Fiona R asks, hello, what is the Libra's intentions, or is the Libra man's intentions to rob me?
Well, that took a dark turn today, didn't it? Okay. Well, I happen to know from listening to other people talk yesterday that is what's in the wind right now, that people are, the low lives are coming out of the out into view, and that happens when things shift and changes, and low lives they're everywhere, and it's sad, but and I haven't asked specifically for you yet about the Libran, but I'm just letting people know that, yes, right now, scam artists, con artists are huge at the moment, and they are...
The world is bored.
No, they see a mark and see the people in fear and scared, and they think, well, what can I do?
Yeah, but I mean, people can do that when they're also
I know,
bored.
it comes out in
No,
time
no.
of crisis more often.
Yeah, I know.
And this is a world in crisis. It's a really good crisis if you treat it well, but it is still a world in crisis. So Libra it did not start out that way, but as he got to know you and things like that, it became it's an idea that has popped into his mind. And remember, I am a psychic. I'm not. I cannot necessarily. I have a fairly good track record, but I'm still a psychic, and doesn't mean I'm always right. And having said that, again, what I said to Mama D applies to you. Start valuing yourself more. Don't get mad at this guy. Take that energy and say, how can I protect myself from this happening in the future? And how do you do that? By raising your vibrations, by becoming more. And I would recommend very much that you become more, because you're valuable, and it's really, why waste your time on a piece of crap when you can go out and do something wonderful for yourself?
Moonfeather asks, I was just wondering if my guides have any advice for my relationship with Lewis. I am all of a sudden finding it hard to talk to him, like there is just a wall in front of me. Please and thank you.
I suspect you're being told something right there. And unfortunately for relationships, there are going to be those that choose not to move forward as fast as you have. And it just is probably the fact that you no longer vibrate at the same energy level as you used to. And and the fact is, unless he steps out, you're not going to. And Lewis doesn't feel like he's into spiritual growth. And whether you are into it or not, you already made a contract to do it, and you are doing it. So it might simply be that you need to accept the fact that that you're shifting and changing, and he isn't.
Maria Herrera says hello.
Hi, Maria.
Azulumi R asks, can you please describe the man who will get me pregnant?
No. And that's a personal, I don't want to. I mean, that's, yeah, when you ask questions like that, I get images in my mind I don't want to see. And I'm okay with not seeing them. So just know that it would be somebody that you're satisfied with, you, that you find pleasing.
Gabby McMaster asks, hello, wondering if my angels can tell me any messages regarding my relationship.
So relationships are on the rocks today, huh?
Well, once China came out of quarantine, about 84 people, maybe more, filed for divorce.
Only 84?
I think it's more. I think I have the numbers wrong. But yeah, quite a few people filed for divorce, so.
Can't stand living with them, right?
If you can't live with them, live without them.
Exactly. So give me the names again.
Gabby McMaster.
Gabby, okay. In your case, it's probably more of a wait and see energy rather than kick him to the side. Less said, the better. And I know everybody needs to get in that last word, but sometimes just shutting it down and saying, okay, I'll wait and see. It's a better choice of action. So wait and see. And I think in this case, after the heated energy is over and you do realize part of what's happening for you specifically is you're bored. You need a push. You need people to, you need something to make you feel alive. Okay. So don't just put the arguing. As fun as it is, the drama makes you feel alive. Put it to the side, put it in a box, and wait. It really will be. If you don't, you're not going to survive the quarantine. But it is a great deal of boredom right now. Okay, go ahead.
Rachel N asks, do I have a baby on the other side?
Waiting to come in. Well, you have a pick of 2 or 3 babies on the other side. Doesn't mean you have to invite them all in, but yes, you do have some children that are waiting to come in. And I have seen people with 20 babies. They don't all have to come in, but it does make life a little exciting knowing that you have those options.
Lupita Martinez asks, will I buy a home next year?
Something's going to shift and change between now and then. And it's not that you're not going to buy a home, but I think things are going to shift and change a great deal. And so I can't say yes, I can't say no. I just get an energy of flux and shift, and which means that something's going to happen between now and then. And like I said, I can't say yes or no for that one because your life is it's changing. Okay.
Positive for Life asks, hi, can you ask my guides, will I have the funding / tools I need to turn my creative earning earring work into a business? Thank you.
What kind of work?
Earring.
Actually, it takes a long time for things to shift and change, but I do see if you can stick with it, and I can't promise the time frame. It might be faster, might be slower than I see. That things will shift and change for you in a very, very good way. And your earrings are really creative, and women are going to love them. And I do see the potential for it to do well. I see it in. I see your earrings in really nice stores. So I'm going to go. I didn't answer your question, but I'm going to say stick with it because it is something that will become not just an avocation, but a business.
You did kind of answer it because she did ask if it was going to be.
Well, I thought she asked if she's going to have the money for it.
She said, where are you? The funding / tools I need to yeah, but I mean,
and
you basically did say it would be a successful.
What I can see, they're really nice pieces of work, and I would take I would find a mentor, and a bit not a mentor for making your jewelry, but a mentor for selling.
Yeah.
And make sure you find the right one, because there's a trillion of them out there and they're not necessarily good.
Roller Girl sends $2.99 super chat.
Hi, Roller Girl.
Thank you. I wish I could give you more.
That's fine. That's wonderful.
We appreciate all the donations we get
we
from
really
super chat or directly from our website. It brightens our day, and it just we appreciate what you offer, whether it's just I will pass this along, or
we really, really do. Especially in these times when people are having less. $2.99 is amazing. Thank you. It honestly, it makes my heart feel good.
Angel Wings asks, will the Gemini J ever give me his car?
Give you the car?
Yep.
Yeah. He might have promised to give it to you, but I don't feel that.
I think it's his baby, and no way in hell is he parting with it.
I just got a no.
Yeah.
Really strong no.
Yeah, it was an echoing in my head of hell no.
Yeah.
It's his baby. He's not parting with it.
And even if it's not his baby, I don't think you're going to get it.
Joy, Peace, and Love C asks, hello, ladies. Hope you are both doing fine. I was wondering if my guides have anything to say to help guide me through this month.
Center. They show me you sitting down and centering yourself. That can be meditation. There's many forms of meditation out there. You can do it online from Google, which be careful of Google, because they do have ads in the middle of their meditations, which is what the heck. We have a plethora of meditations. Our last one on Wednesday was, wow, beautiful. And a shout out to Maddie about that. And so we have one a week, and we started 3 months ago?
Meditations?
Yeah.
3, 4 months.
We started a while ago. So
we started in the middle of heading towards the end of 2019. So October.
So there's quite a few months of meditations there. We also have Nikki. Her energy is a healing energy, but it still does a great meditation. The energy is all viable. Go out and go look through the meditations, but center yourself. It will make things move faster, and doing that. You specifically doing that will get a lot of aha energy, a lot of, oh, I never thought of that. Oh, that's really cool. And it will make the next few weeks and months, and everything will move more smoothly for you if you can center your energy. Okay.
Lori Dotson says, welcome everyone. Sending love and light protection and healing vibes to you all.
Hey, Lori.
And asks, can I have 3 cards, please?
Hang on. I need new cards. My cards are not, they don't move like they used to. Okay. So for some reason it's about work. The 8 of Pentacles was a master craftsman, really good at his job. and you're really, really very good at what you do. And the Empress, it says that you've probably reached the pinnacle of that particular job, and that there's something new coming your way, but it's a step up. It's not step down. It's not step sideways. It's step up, because you have the knowledge and the ability to shift and change, and it's a positive shift and change for you that's coming, and it seems to be work related. But it's a step up. It's not a step in any direction except up. With it, you will find that you have a lot more knowledge at your fingertips. Okay, if that makes sense.
Roller Girl says hi from Las Vegas.
I remember you. You came in on when Nikki was doing her energy send, and you were such a nice human being.
Maria Heredas asks, I would like to know, when do you see me moving? Do I have to wait long?
Well, until this shutdown's over, I don't think anybody's moving. But you don't have to take to heart what the people are saying below you either. You don't have to own their stuff. And they're bored as well, so they're making life a lot more miserable than it needs to be, just because they like the trauma drama. If that makes sense. And don't own it. Don't take it. Don't take it to heart.
Gabby McMaster says, great words of wisdom from E. Beautiful.
Thank you.
Roller Girl says, thank you. CF asks, hello ladies, hope all is well. Internet not doing well, my side, and I miss you, lady.
Oh, okay. That's sad, because the internet's what keeps everybody together right now.
Mm-hmm. Seven Sky Ocean asks, hey, reading for my next 3 months.
3 months.
Yeah.
Not going to happen, I don't think, because the world is in a flux, and what is true now is not going to be true in a little while. But let me see what I can do. They say your guides agree with me that things are going to shift and change, but just know that whatever comes up is going to be of value to you, and things are looking up for you, and it's something I've been saying since the beginning of 2020, is a light on the horizon, and it's getting brighter and brighter and brighter. So things are going to shift and change for us in a positive way. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen from 1 second to the next. It's going to take its time. But just know that the energy for you is improving, is becoming more and more than it was.
Positive for Life says, great message for us. Thanks. Patricia Scowen asks, anything I need to know, Eliz-sha?
Not really. You've got it all under control, and they just sort of suggest that you keep, because I know you want to move. They keep suggesting that you keep visualizing the perfect place for you. And then when the perfect place comes for you, it's going to be totally different from what you visualized, but it's going to be perfect for you. but send out the energy of perfect for yourself.
Maria Herrera sends a $2.99 super chat saying thank you both. They are a pain in the neck.
Oh, I'm sure of it. I can feel it. But ignore them. They're bored. and just don't answer the door or answer the phone.
Angelita here asks, how are you, Elisha and Elle, and general, what should I be doing now?
Well, the first thing your guide says was tell her to stop stressing. I'm sorry. I know I have a little bit of inside information, but they're saying stop stressing, and they're saying they're looking after you. Your guides have everything in hand. So just remember, everything. Your guides have everything in hand, and everything is going as planned. So just trust. Okay, trust that you have decided you want a good life, and go and things are going to work out for your benefit. Trust. And they're also suggesting that you keep applying for other jobs, not just the one you were telling me about. And it's not that you won't get this job, but it would be nice to have a choice. Okay.
Jennifer Schwab asks, hello ladies, hope you're doing well. Do my spirit guides feel there's anything myself and my family can do to move closer to my daughter Sydney this year, or is there too much unsettled energy for that?
You know, there is a lot of unsettled energy, and when it's finished, when it's finished, the energy as it is now, you're going to find that that what you were expecting or wanting, it's changed, and you're going to want a new direction, a new energy. And so don't keep your eye focused on moving closer to your daughter. Keep your eye focused on going with the flow, because you're sure that she's going to be in that place, the same place. But that doesn't mean that things aren't going to shift and change for her too, right? So go focus on being with the flow, and things will work out for the best for both you and your daughter.
Gabby McMaster says thank you. Jenny Jones asks, hello ladies, do my spirit guides have any messages for me?
So, okay. Sometimes I get some really strange comments. And the first thing your guide said was that they're asking you to keep up making the same, and it's mouth-watering. And I'm going on an assumption it was cookies or something like that, but something you made smelled delightful, and they're telling you that to keep up doing that. So something is wonderful, something you're doing, and I think it's doing the day-to-day routine and growing with it and being happy with it, and just sort of not fretting against the incarceration, but going, I can handle this. I can do this. And doing other things or trying other things. And the fact is you're doing well, and they're pleased for you. And that is the main thing right now, is that you just settle in and get to know who you are. Get to know who you are from a different perspective. And that's very, very, very important right now.
Alicia de Lopez says blessings.
Thank you.
Joy, Peace, and Love says thank you both. Roller Girl says thank you. Positive for Life says, okay, I will stick with it and take your advice on finding a mentor. Thank you so much. I hope you have a great day.
I'm doing the same thing. I'm building a business from scratch, and I don't have a mentor, and I wish like heck I had one, because I have made a few glaring mistakes looking back, and also I'm not sure what kind of jewelry you make. I just know that it's very beautiful. Earrings, I mean. But go do online stores to start out with.
I don't know if Etsy is super big still, but try an online Etsy store. Or
just be careful of Etsy, because one of the people I watch who does wire wrapping was very unhappy with Etsy.
You can also go to Shopify, and they can help you set up a store, as well as there is
Or WooCommerce.
That's
who we've got, is WooCommerce, I believe.
There is there's a bunch of different websites
that will help you.
That can help you set up an online store. And if you do go with WooCommerce, we do have, I probably shouldn't offer his services.
No, he said he told me once he doesn't want to do other people, but our
but
webmaster is masterful.
If you do have questions, he would probably, no doubt,
he will help. You. He will offer comments and everything. You go look at our website, wisdomseekers.net, and he did that. I had a problem with PayPal, and I phoned PayPal and said, "Hey, what's going on, eh?" And they come back and he said, "Well, there's no problem. It was probably a glitch. Don't worry about it." And the guy says, "Really like your website." And I go, "Yeah," kind of melted into a puddle at that point. And because I am delighted with it. But our webmaster did that. He is fabulous.
But yeah, there's a specific website making.
There's a lot of them, actually.
And that have the high. It has the highest rating 24/7 help center whenever you need it. And for the life of me, I can't remember. I think it's Squarespace.
Yeah, I think it is too. It's really high rating.
It supports a lot of the YouTubers, not us, obviously. There are options to start an online store, whether you do Shopify, WooCommerce, etc.
And Daryl, well, he talked. We sit and chat on Mondays quite often,
mm-hmm.
and he's from
Australia,
and the guy knows his business, and I'm pretty darn certain he wouldn't mind helping you with a comment here and there.
Yeah, he's a really
he's
an
nice
asshole, but he's a big sweetheart.
He might be an asshole too, but he's a nice one.
I mean, he's a redheaded Australian.
I did, yeah. But he has just done amazing work for us.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, we can't rave about him enough.
Yeah, but he did say he
It's not his favorite thing to do.
yeah, and he's a gamer.
Yeah.
So I think it takes away from his gaming a little bit.
But
But he loves helping people.
he does. He really does. And anyhow, more questions. Jennifer Schwab says, Elisha, your necklace is beautiful, and I love the way you wrap the wire around the stones.
It's a flushite with ruby in it. It was, when I got it, I thought, wow, what an ugly little stone, because it didn't look like the other ones. And then I started looking at it and thought, wow, kind of like that one.
Positive for Life says, laugh my ass off. Heck nah, hilarious. AP asks, hi Elisha and Al, hope you're both doing well. Do you see the nature of my next job? Thank you.
I can tell you whether you like it or not. And the next job is just a stopgap. It's not a forever thing. It's something that you it's to tide you over until you find what you really want. And basically, what I see is you can hardly wait to get out of there when you get it. So keep looking for another job once you get a job.
Lori Dodson is wondering, what are you working on?
Oh, it's just, I have a bag full of tiny little,
Quartz?
no, they're not quartz, they're amethysts.
Oh.
And they're tiny, right? And I'm thinking, what can I do with them? So I'm just making tiny little necklaces, just because, that I have a bunch of them already, and some of them are better than the others. And like this one, this one's one of the first ones. So I didn't have any plan in my sight, so I just did. And the problem with these little guys is making sure they're sturdy. But it actually has a little bit of color at the top and everything. So they're kind of cute and they're fun and they keep my hands busy. And I need to keep my hands busy or else I'll bounce around all over the screen. And you don't want that.
CF asks, for donations, how can I do this? The $sign is for seekers and the star for highlighted messages.
I have no
idea. I'm wondering
idea
if she's talking about super chat. I've never personally done a super chat.
So I have done a super chat for another person, and I just, when it pushed on the $sign, doesn't matter where you are, but you have to have a card, MasterCard, Visa, etc. and then you can put in, then it'll come up with $2, $4, or you can put in what you want, or you can go to our Wisdom Seekers page. We have a donation button at the bottom that goes to PayPal, and I appreciate it all the heck. But I'm not. Please don't feel coerced into doing that, because but we do appreciate it very, very much.
I mean, every penny spent either for super chat or directly onto our website goes to help pay for the website and
go at this
some of
moment,
the bills that it incurs.
At this point, everything goes back into the business.
We do appreciate the donations.
Yes, we do.
But they are not needed.
Yes, they're needed.
No, but
don't say they're not. But we don't want you. Don't give unless you can afford it.
They're not necessary, I guess, is the proper way of saying it.
No, well, sure, we'll go with not necessary. We do appreciate it a great deal.
Yes, we do. Lori Dotson says, wow, makes a lot of sense. Thank you for the confirmation. Roller Girl says, Easter, I think you two are lovelies.
Thank you.
How much are the Spiral Tarot? You just got them off of Amazon.
I think I paid like $25.
Yeah, they're not super expensive.
Under 30 changes. Spiral Tarot, if you've read tarot before, then they're great. If you're new, don't get them. They're not for new people. and I'm not trying to brag, but I've done this for a few years. They're not a beginner's deck, but if you've read before, then they're wonderful because they're a spiritual deck, and the Spiral Tarot is the ¿cómo se llama? It is the journey that we're on. Let me see if I can find the box that they come in. Okay, and it's, you can't really see it because I always cover them up. But it's Spiral Tarot by Kay Steventon. Can't see either. I have bifocals. By Kay Steventons. Okay, you can't see it, but it has the like I say, I I put plastic on it so they don't fall apart so fast. But it if you can be, oh, maybe I've got another one because I go through them quite fast. Okay, this one's a better one. See that picture on the front and that one on the back, and K, and it's probably backwards, right?
I don't know.
But Kay Steventon, and it's by US Game System Inc. And I do get them off Amazon.
Lori Dodson says, I will donate money for them. We are pleased with you. So $25.
Oh, no, don't. It's all right. I need a new one, but I don't use them that often. So it's not, I use them for the cards and everything. But thank you very much.
Elisa Mazzini asks, hi, Eliz-sha and Elle, can you please tell me any messages from my spirit guides about healing? Thank you.
Lay off the milk, any dairy products. I'm really sorry about that. Try to eat less gluten. If you can, try the ancient grains rather than the processed stuff. It's basically what your guides are telling me is that as you evolve, your body is becoming more sensitive and it can't handle the grosser energies of gluten and dairy. You can eat a little bit of cheese, but not milk, but not a lot of cheese, because they say it seems that a certain kind of cheese anyhow. And if you're asking about your skills as a healer, same thing applies. Clean your body, and you'll find that the energy moves through you to help others much quicker, much faster. The dairy is the big thing. Gluten, just try to switch to ancient grains if you can, as much as possible. And of course, processed foods are a no for people on the spiritual path because of all the additives in it. Not because they don't taste good, but after a while you won't like the taste of them either. But you are a natural healer. You are a really good healer. And because you're a healer, in your case, you have a lot of physical glitches in your body. It's partly so that you can know what other people are thinking and feeling. Because you go, oh, I know what's going on with you, and you have the ability to tune into that body part and help that energy to release from their body. There's a lot more, but I'm finished.
Patricia Scollin says, thank you. A perfect home would be nice.
Yeah, and they're pleased with you right now. They don't seem to think you need to do anything except, well, go with the flow, basically.
Jeanette Lockhart says, "Greetings, ladies. Sending you love.
Thank you.
May I ask, do my spirit guides have any messages for me to add to my spiritual path?"
Okay, so they're back to singing. Dance a little, play a little. So your spiritual path should be something that is joyful and happy. And you have this part of you that you keep hidden, and maybe not always as well as you'd like, that's very eccentric. Enjoy it. Enjoy the eccentric. If you want to go outside, to go out in the evening with a fan that's made with feathers, go out and do that. Thank you very much, Lori.
Lori Dawson with a $25 super chat says, "Thank you for all you do. Use it for something else. I appreciate you, ladies."
Oh no, I will buy the cards with it. But thank you very much. You make me feel embarrassed. And anyhow, so basically what your guides are telling you is go back to being who you were as the impish little child that made your mother want to pull her hair out, because you are not a conformist, and you never have been a conformist, and it's killing you trying to conform. You don't have to go out and rub it in people's noses. You just have to be who you are and comfortable with who you are. And please, we've got enough conformity in the world. Go out and have fun.
Princess Nee asks, "Hi there. Do my guides have any messages for me, please?"
So I'm going to tell you something that doesn't usually come out of a spiritual person's mouth. It's all right to get damn angry every once in a while and go stomping around. Let the energy flow. Don't hold it in. Let it go. And once it's gone, it's gone. You've had your say. You've had, well, not your say. You've had your energy shift. And you can take that energy, and it's a powerful energy, and use it for something you want. All right? So you can take the energy you've built up and direct it, but do not direct it until it is a neutral energy space. Does that make sense? Did I frame that well?
I think so.
Okay, so take the anger, frustration, annoyance, feel it, and then take that energy and shift it and use it and send it where it belongs. And where it belongs is not where you're thinking. It belongs in making your life better. Okay? So if you need a new vehicle, send the energy out to attract that perfect vehicle that is never, ever going to break down. Okay?
Oh, excuse me. Jennifer Schwab says, "Thank you so much. I was having a feeling that by next year things may be different, especially for my daughter Sydney. Maybe with her relationship, you never know. I will try to go with the flow as you suggested."
Yeah, because you're going to find if you get what you want, it's not what you want. If that makes any sense.
B. Erla says, "Hello, you
Hi,
two
B.
lovely ladies." Debbie H. says, "Hello, everyone."
Hello, Debbie.
Jennifer Schwab says, "Thank you so much. I will pray you and I both have..." Oh, that's for Patricia Scowen. AP says, "Ha, okay, thank you." CF says, "Thank you so much." Jennifer Schwab says, "More pretty necklaces. I love amethyst."
Yeah, they're really cute. They are cute. That's all, a little girl could wear them, an adult could wear them. They're just cute.
Jenny Jones says, "I got a phone call. LOL. Thank you both so much." B. Erla asks, "May I have some messages from Jeff if there is any? Thank you." So thank you a lot.
So
So I think he's a little stare crazy because all I see is him wanting to go out dancing. and I suspect, and I hope, I am probably wrong, but he does seem to have 2 left feet. And if he's a dancer, then it's not that he's got 2 left feet, but he wants to throw all his dancing out that he does out the window and just go out and have fun. I'm going to go with that one. He just wants to go out and he just wants to have fun and dance. And well, if he was here in North America, I would say he wants to go out and dance like a hillbilly, clodhopper. And I'm not sure you know what that is, but it's out and it's just having fun. And that's all he wants right now. That's what he wants to do. And obviously he would like to do it with you. So that is not a great, it's not deep, it's not spiritual or anything, but it is what he's thinking right now.
Lori Dotson says, "Stop it," to you being embarrassed for the donation.
Yeah.
At least I'm assuming. Jeanette Lacarte says, "Thank you, namaste."
Namaste.
And Lori Dawson says, "I was told by my higher power they wanted you to have it. Wanted to give it to you. LOL."
Thank you.
Jennifer Schwab says, "My daughter Sydney loves the dainty necklaces, so I will have to talk to you later about buying one. I love the jewelry you make as always."
So, talking about that, I did a little checking on that. ¿Cómo se llama?
Peacock ore?
The peacock ore, and unfortunately,
It's not peacock ore.
It's not peacock ore. Whoever sold it to me as peacock ore was fibbing. It is a very beautiful ore, but it is not peacock ore. And I'm not quite sure what to do about it, but I do have, I did make them up into necklaces, and somewhere around here I have them.
In the pile of other necklaces.
I am, as you can tell, I am really super organized.
In the meantime, Debbie H asks a message, please.
Debbie H.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. They're over here. Debbie H. Hang on. Let me do that. So, Debbie, I apologize. It was a bit of a scold. Your guides are saying you weren't young long, and it's all right to like to be pretty. It's all right to want to dance in front of the mirror, and it's all right to dress up in pretty clothes and nice, or what you consider pretty clothes. I mean, what I consider pretty clothes, other people don't. And but it's all right to be feminine. It's all right to be who you are. And if you're not a feminine female, it's all right to be who you are. I just saw somebody in a very pretty dress, kind of dancing around and not necessarily being aware of her surroundings. So also I'm going to go with when you allow yourself to daydream, and that is also all right. When you allow yourself to daydream, that's when you get the strongest connection through and hear things from your guides. Don't be startled because they've always been there. You just kind of ignored them all your life. Go with it. Go with the flow. Hear them. Cultivate it, because it's not something you learn to trust overnight. And know that you're perfectly sound. Okay? That was really weird. I mean, I really apologize for jumping all over the place. Okay, this is what happened. This is supposedly peacock ore, but it isn't.
It's more of a metallic.
It's a very
stone.
beautiful ore. It's very beautiful,
Yeah.
but it is not peacock ore.
No.
And it did come up very nicely, but
It's more of a metallic stone.
yeah.
That was painted to look like peacock ore.
Yes, it was unfortunately painted, and they did a beautiful job.
Mm-hmm.
But
It was quite lovely.
But yeah, not peacock ore.
Lori Dawson reminds everybody that we do this for free. B. Erla says, haha, that is so funny. Thank you.
It was funny, actually. If you could just see the dancing, it was quite hilarious. I do think it would be fun to reach out to him and, well, maybe you can do a dance party on Zoom or something. I've seen a video of women in a big parking lot out by their cars. They're all 6 to 8 feet away, and they're all dancing, having a dance party, social distancing.
Yeah.
So you can Zoom, have a dance party Zoom.
Or somewhere in England, I can't remember the town, a man who plays the saxophone and clarinet, he every Thursday night after the round of applause for the essential workers, the nurses, the doctors, etc., he will come out with the rest of his community and play a few songs for people, and they just stand around across the street and, social distancing, but they just sit there and listen, and he'll ask for requests, and he'll play the songs, and it's just a nice little get together to raise the spirits and have a bit of
somebody
fun.
will sing along with them.
Yeah, and if you're wondering, look up The Late Late Show with James Corden. It's his dad.
Yeah.
His dad did ask somebody to film it, and he sent it to his son, and it's just a nice little get together. And there was another video of this man dancing with himself against a mirror. It was super cute.
Yeah, it was. And then they cut it off because he started to neck with himself.
At least that's the joke that came along with the.
Yeah, but it was a beautiful dance.
Yeah, he was quite good.
I was quite amazed watching it. But he had his fist against the wall, the mirror, and it was kind of cool.
It was pretty sweet. Jennifer Schwab says, thank you for your time and energy, and have a wonderful day, ladies.
Thank you.
Jeanette Lecart asks, do you ever make any jewelry with suganite? It gives protection from 5G radiation.
I don't know. Do we have suganite? I don't think we do.
I don't.
I would if I had it. I just didn't. I don't.
I think we've had it once, and then we sold out of it, and we just haven't ordered it.
And we need to have like a $200 order before, and when we end up going, we fall in love with everything.
Yeah, so
But I can always buy these sort of thing and make bracelets and stuff like that with suganite. Or I'm trying to find a necklace design that I can make with it. I also I can't reach this one easy, I don't think. But there's lots of things you can do. Lots of things you can do with hang on. So like this one, make crosses and stuff with it. So I can, if I can find the pattern, I can probably make it. And I've sort of got to the limit of my
storage space.
Well, no, I just added more, pile it higher and deeper. I've got to the limit of doing this, and now I want something a little more intricate. So I'm trying to find things that are a little more intricate to do, a little more that'll challenge me a little bit more, mostly because I get bored. But I will look up sugarnite, just not from that one supplier.
Georgie Rawat, I apologize for butchering your name. She asks for any messages for her, please.
So the first thing that I got from you was trust. And that's a big thing that right now people are shifting and changing, and they don't recognize that they're shifting and changing. They expect the world to shift and change around them. Don't realize that a lot of it comes from within. And please feel free to trust yourself when you get these really outrageous ideas. They really are. They're not as outrageous as you think they are. So the biggest thing is, okay, for you, trust. And once you trust, then things are going to shift and move for you dramatically. I do have something coming up in a little bit.
Okay, we just have a couple of more questions.
Okay.
If you're up to reading them.
Yeah, but let's cut them off after that.
Okay, so Yasmin Fox said, and this might be more go for a full reading than a 2-minute reading, because it's hey, I hope I'm not late. Any messages about past life, something about Greta Green, the place where people get married.
Oh, Greta Green yeah, that is a full reading, because the story, that's a long story. But yes, you did run off in a stagecoach with and there was a chase, and there was a whole bunch of things like that. And I actually can't pick up this and short of a read whether you made it there or not. Yeah, there was a whole drama about getting on to get Greta Green. And it's not necessarily as nice as it's not as romantic as it sounds. But for $35, Aaron could tune into that, or even Elizabeth or any of us could. I highly recommend, if you've got it, you ask Aaron, or because Aaron would, I feel that would be an Aaron question.
Mm-hmm. SLSL asks, hello ladies, I've been invited to be, I like photo shoots, but I'm definitely not photogenic. I always feel like I'm pulling some bad face. Any advice?
Actually, that's not what your guides say. They say that, and this is something my mother always told me. She said that you're unique, and you don't, and Cher, she won't listen to herself sing. We all love
her voice,
but I love her voice.
Mm-hmm.
So you may not like your photographs, but you're very unique, and you stand out, and you have planes and shadows that are just a photographer's dream. You may not like what you see, but it will definitely, for other people's eyes, be beautiful. So I would recommend you say yes. Never look at the pictures if you don't want to, until it is at a point where, oh yeah, I remember that, and it's not emotionally close to you, but it would. But you have a face that should go down in history, art history or something like that.
If you're super self-conscious about it, suggest to the photographer and the other people that you're doing this photo shoot with to put on some music, to chat, to just hang out and dance around and just have fun. Forget that the camera is there. Have
or pretend you're 5 years old.
yeah, and have them try and capture as natural of a
Yeah.
genuine face smile as you can.
Or just
have fun with it.
yeah, just treat it as a not a joke, because it's definitely not a joke,
No.
but as a lighthearted, fun exercise in acting.
Yeah, and just mostly just have fun with it.
Yeah,
Enjoy it.
because really, when I look in the inside, they showed me a dramatic picture of light and dark, shadows and light, and it's very beautiful.
And trust the photographer.
Well, don't have veto because, but make sure, and I'm going to say this, make sure they don't ask for, make sure you always have clothes on.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
Don't do anything that makes you feel uncomfortable.
Exactly. That's more what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. And our last question, which is a yes or no, is Zhao Fermino says, hello, darling. Will I make my flight on the 27th of this month?
Better start extra early. That's all I can say.
And with that, we will see you guys later.
And like an hour and a half early.
We hope.
Because it does feel like there is some iffiness there. All right. So good luck with that. So I do have something coming up and I do have to prepare. Otherwise, I'd love to sit and chat all day. So namaste. Namaskar.
Bye, everybody.
And thank you very much. It's been fun today. And my hair looks like crazy.